Welcome to Surviving Mars. An entirely new game on the channel. Saw it on Steam, thought it will be, I don't know, quite interesting to you guys. Feel free to let me know in the comments how interested you are in it. We'll see, of course. And, well, why don't we get started? So, what is Surviving Mars? It's a colony simulator. I suspect they've played RimWorld and other such games, but let's get started with a new game and we'll see how it progresses. Now I'm going to be playing this on fairly hard. In fact, when I say fairly hard, I mean really hard, and we'll see how it goes. I suspect, again, just like RimWorld, this is not going to be a typical series in that the colony will probably fail and people will die probably multiple times and I'll have to restart. When you play a colony simulator game like this, that's just going to happen. It's not like I can just survive on my own. It's based on lots and lots of little people inside the game, hopefully living. So let's get started with a new game. And let's see what we need to do. So, many thanks to Charlie of Hot Tips for this particular difficulty settings. He has a guide out on how to choose the most difficult option. So let's start with that. So we are trying to choose Russia and Futurist. Logo, I'm going to go for Don't Panic. Doesn't really affect the difficulty whatsoever. And Mystery, I'm going to go for Marsgate. Okay. In fact, no. Mission sponsor, I'm not going to go Russia. That is next the hardest. I'm going to go for Paradox. Yeah, there we go. So 290%. If you don't have Paradox, you just have to link an account to your Steam. It's on the main menu. Yeah, that's straightforward. Next. And now we have options for what we actually want to go for. I'm just going to leave them as is. Prefabs, you get a moisture evaporator and fuel refiner by default. We get a RC rover, so that is sort of like a mobile base for drones. An explorer, which goes and analyzes anomalies. No transport, unfortunately. That would be nice. We get 6 drones. We get 10 polymers, 50 machine parts, 5 electronics, and 2 orbital probes. We'll come to the orbital probes next, but these sort of let you build buildings before you start production on your colony. So, next. And now we get to choose a landing spot. So let's see, we want all the way around here. Perhaps around there a little bit. So there is the highest difficulty bonus I think we can get. If there's any higher, do let me know. I'm more than happy to do it. And we press start. So here we are on the screen that you get when you first start a map up. Saying, welcome to Mars. Everyone is impatient to see the rocket touching down and unloading its precious cargo. Our remotely controlled eyes and hands on the red planet are the drones and rovers even. Yeah, so we can't get colonists just yet because nothing's really survivable out here until we get something built. So we're going to press close. And we need to look for a place to start. Now, this is already scanned. We can scan other places if we want to. So we can scan, for example, down here. You can either left click to add it to a queue or press X, and you get one of the orbital probes being used up. So that tells you exactly what's in here. Now we have to have a landing spot with concrete, and that one is pretty good. It's got concrete, it's got metals, it's got underground metals and rare metals. So I think I'm going to start in the spot that it chooses by default. We definitely need the concrete, okay? Because we can't build wind turbines without concrete, and we can't build well, I don't think we can build a recharger without concrete either. So yeah, it would be nice to have that. So let's zoom in here and let's get started. So we click on the it's called a glitter hoof. It is a surprisingly SpaceX looking BFR lander, so I guess it doesn't really matter much where we put this to start off with. We can put it here, I think, just so that it's away from where we might want to build. And down it comes. Yep, that does look like a BFR, and of course it does have our logo on it. Don't panic. Lots of references in this game to various other things. That's good. And out come our, in this case, the rover. The other one will come out much faster. The explorer. And we'll get them started immediately on this. This is a research spot they can, well, anomalies that they can research. And out come our little drones. They're pretty cool. And of course, this rover has more of them. I guess we have 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then maybe the rover has another 4. Okay, so what can we do now? We have to tell them where to put stuff. So we could do with some kind of stockpile. Whoops, not you. You can go back there. Right click, so we can go for a stockpile. I think, where are you going to be? In here somewhere? Ah, there we are, storages. Universal depot. Let's just put it near the rocket for now, shall we? And they're going to probably unload everything from the rocket and put it in this depot. Okay. We can also, they're going to start collecting surface deposits like metals whenever they need them. But to get started, we're going to need that concrete. So I guess we should build a concrete building extractor. We want the recharge station. We're going to want another couple of bits and pieces. Concrete extractor is the first one to start. So we'll put it some cold terrain. So let's put it there. And they'll build that. But it's going to need power. And the power that they need is, well, the only ones I don't think we can build. No, that needs concrete. So we need solar panels or large solar panels. And I think we're going to start off with large solar panels. So we're going to have to, I think I'm going to put them right next door to this, just so that, yeah, we're going to have 2 of them, I think. Oops, not a small one, one large one. Each of these supply 5, but this needs 8 to run. So we're going to need 2 to get started. And we're also going to need some power cables as well. So if we put them like this, then hopefully that will connect everything together. And we'll let our rovers get to work. While we're at it, we should start a bit of research. We get a few options. So water reclamation, that sounds good, but we don't need to have a dome just yet. Fuel compression, that increases cargo space. Harvest faster resources. Mars crowdfunding. I think we'll take I think we'll take that. We can add them to a queue, of course. Subsurface heating, we may need that. Protects buildings from cold waves but consumes water. Yeah, so let's just add these to the queue, shall we? For now. And that will just happen automatically in the background. And we need to select sector to scan. Probably want some areas that I can actually build on. So yeah, we can add that to the queue. And maybe we should add these as well. Okay. So, are we paused? No, we're just on very slow mode, so we can press plus. There we go. And are you nearly researched? Nearly done. Let's see what this anomaly is.
The readings told us it was a vein rich with ore, but the data turned out to be incorrect. Under those fine red sands lay the intact hull of a rover.
So we found Curiosity, the rover that is currently exploring Mars. Now we can get funding, or we can boost social research. I'm going to get the funding. I want more money. We're on a very, very difficult start, so the more immediate stuff we get, the better. And our drones are here and they're building our concrete extractor. Good. It's not working at the moment. It's going to need some power. But then we should be able to build wind turbines and other such power generating, sort of buildings. Because obviously the sun only lasts so long. And yes, wind turbines do work on Mars. So that is fine. Okay, both of those are now up. But it's probably about to go into nighttime. Okay. Well, let's see how quickly do you make... Oh, that's deterioration. How quickly do you make concrete? Let's place another couple of buildings and we'll see if we can get some of those going. So maybe a power accumulator, a battery. We would like ideally to not have to suffer through the night without any power. And there's the night where we're going to suffer without power. Okay, we're also going to want a wind turbine at some point, so let's also think about having that connected as well. Both of those are going to need concrete, however, so we've only got 1 concrete so far. Not too concerned about this getting the concrete, although are you going to build it anyway? Well, it's going to get machine parts. Okay. So we're going to have to fast forward to, I guess, the next day. Even though it's nighttime, I guess we can actually still set out to explore anomalies. So we can send our RC Explorer out there. The drones really can't do all that much, but that is fine. And that's some rare metals that we're going to want to exploit at some point as well. There's also another concrete patch up here and a metals patch that we can use to gather that. What's in our depot? So we've got no fuel. And we've got 30 metals, but of course there's probably still some on the surface. Yes, there are there and there, so we don't have any problem with metals. We don't have any concrete at all, of course, no food or rare metals. And yeah, so that's it for the moment. Gonna wait for daytime. Is that daytime? It is daytime. Okay, so we should get a concrete back and we can carry on getting that in. Although that seems to be a very odd way of getting concrete in. But, okay. I'll assume that's the case. And yeah, so let's fast forward until they've built these buildings. Okay, so the accumulator's done. And this is nearly done. It's 3 out of 4. The accumulator, it says it needs a minimum of 20 power to start supplying the grid. Of course, these two are only going to supply 5 power. So let's see what the wind turbine actually allows us to... oh, there it is. The wind turbine is complete. And what you're going to supply? Hourly production is 10. Okay. So does that mean that this is working? Yeah, it looks like it. So it's charging and it has stored power as well. Good. Alright, so we got enough to keep going with our concrete. Let's take a look at what else we should probably put down. Stirling Generators is sort of a heat difference engine, if I remember correctly, and so we don't have to worry too much about that. Subsurface heater we could do, but again, still not going to worry too much about that either. I probably want to get a metals extractor at some point, so we may as well think about that. It's going to be over here, and it's right next to the concrete. We're going to need to put a dome in eventually as well. Rare metals extractor. I'm not sure if we need that just yet. Machine parts factory. We need prefab parts for that. And fuel refinery produces fuel from water, but we don't have any water. So maybe we should look at that. So life support, water extractor. We don't have any water on the surface. That's what makes this a really hard start. Haven't found any of it anywhere so far. The other way you can get it, if I remember rightly, is there's sort of a moisture evaporator. Yeah, so we can put that down somewhere. And we're going to have to connect it for power. Otherwise, cold terrain. I'm not sure that that's the right place to sort of have have our water extractor. Yeah, can we put it? No cable connection. Let's put it there for now. And they're going to start building it because we get that building to start off with. And it's suggesting that we build a sensor tower. It gives advanced warning for disasters. That would be nice to have. A sensor tower. Where are you? You in infrastructure? Yes, you are. So if we put this maybe here. And hopefully we have one of those that can be built straight away. Metals and electronics. We have both of those. This is going to need power, of course. So we could connect this with a really long cable. That's one possibility. But since we're getting concrete anyway, maybe we should just think about having independent sources of power. So for now, or at least for this attempt, I'm going to put in a wind turbine there. We're going to need machine parts and we're going to need 4 concrete again. But our concrete, hopefully, is getting to the rate where we have enough of it. Do we have any in there now? Yeah, we have enough for this. 5 concrete. And up goes our wind tower. Now, we don't know how much power this takes. How much do you need? Insufficient power, it needs 8. Doesn't this supply 10? It does supply 10, so it probably just needs a power cable. Let's take a look at a power cable, and we probably send it this way. There we go. And then we can put, obviously...
Sector scanned. Anomaly found.
Okay, thanks. We found 407 more concrete, 24 more metals, and 663 underground metals. Good. So this power cable we can use as a bus, I think, for more power if we need it, or another accumulator of some kind. We need 2 wind turbines for that. So we've got to be careful. Are you finished? There we go. Okay. So what do you need? You need water pipes, presumably to a water tower of some kind. That would seem to be worthwhile. So life support, water tower, and pipes. So these, again, need to have this. Now, what I'm wondering is how... There's sort of a production penalty if you put too many evaporators next to each other, if I remember rightly. So if we have it here and put it centrally, we may need a pipe to connect the two. Or maybe that will just let me connect. Well, let's see what happens after this builds, and we'll decide what we want to do then. So yeah, like the power pipes, it seems that the water needs to have at least 2 nodes to be able to build a pipe network.
Sector scanned.
Thank you. Just like this here. So we need this connector to be able for it to connect to. You can't just have just one node on its own, unfortunately. But that's going to work. Once they finish building the water pipes, what do they actually take? They just take metals, which our drones should be able to get. Quite like that red glow. Yes, so in comes the water pipes, and that should then, hopefully, stores water. It doesn't work during cold waves, yet collecting minimum water flow. We'll start supplying the grid at 5 water. And how much do these produce? Hourly production 1. So we'd need 5 of those evaporators for this to be able to supply the rest of the grid with, you know, water pipes. And we'll probably send it back this way or that way to wherever our dome is. And we probably need to heat it to make sure that cold waves don't take us out. Okay, let's just take a look at how we've got one sector left to queue and scan. Let's got a terrible amount of buildable area there. Scan those 2, I think. And what's in these? So just an anomaly, and we have to send an explorer. So we may as well send our explorer over here. Where are you? It has not got much power. It needs to recharge batteries from active power grids. Okay, so maybe we better have, if that starts out, we better have some way of recharging power. So let's just see if we can build one of those. Where's the recharger? Recharge station. And have I blocked off all available? I guess we can put it right here. And then we can have a new power cable here if we need one. So power cable. And put it like that. That will do for now. That should hopefully serve our drones to recharge themselves. I think they can recharge themselves from the vehicles, like the rover. But for the moment, let's just send our explorer out. And send him out here.
Sector scanned.
That's another rare metals. What we ideally want is that. Are you going to head out there? Yes, you are. But I don't know how much power this will take, but we'll see that fairly soon. And I guess we need to build more evaporators, don't we? Okay, so let's take a look at water. Moisture evaporator, we don't have any more of those, which is annoying. You use a resupply rocket to bring more prefabs from Earth. We don't really have more than one rocket, unfortunately. Let's take a look at what our research is doing. Okay, Earth-Mars Initiative. We definitely want that, and so I guess I'm going to just remove those 2 and go for that next. We want that extra research, so we may as well take it. They are about halfway through the current research. Okay. And here we're scanning this anomaly, but it is actually using up vehicle power, so we're going to have to recharge that. Yeah. 3% per hour, but also we're scanning this anomaly, so that's not great.
Meteor incoming.
Uh-oh. Meteor? Where's the meteor incoming? More to the point. Hopefully not near... hopefully not near where I am.
Anomaly analyzed.
Okay, so new texts are available for research.
There's more to the barren environs of the Red Planet than meets the eye. A veritable treasure trove of undiscovered knowledge and wonder, so long as you know where to look.
Okay, so it's revealed Explorer AI and low G turbines. So let's open the research screen. It doesn't actually, we've not actually researched them, unfortunately, but we can increase the power of our wind turbines, or we get Explorer AI, and we're going to be getting that anyway after transport optimization. So I'm just going to leave things the way they are at the moment. And I don't know where that meteor is going to be coming in. I wish I did. But you are now finished, so let's send you back, hopefully, to where our recharge station is. You are on. And where's this meteor? Close you out. Doesn't say. So with our Explorer, all we have to do is click on a power node, I think. Will you recharge from that? You will, which is going to shut down the evaporator. So I think I'm going to get it to recharge from this node over here instead. Yeah, off you go. Yeah, slowly crawl towards our recharge point. Let's just move you out of the way. What have we got in there? The depot now. So we got it filled entirely with concrete. So we should probably build another depot. Storage. Let's just build a concrete depot specifically for that, shall we? Put it there. And hopefully our drones will move all the concrete they need to. Yeah, our kind of output buffer is full here. And are you... You are charging, okay. And what about you? Are you depleting? Discharging minus 3.3. Okay. Hopefully that won't take too long. In fact, it's not. It's increasing quite quickly. Okay, and then we can then send it out for more anomalies like this one. And we should try and scan more. Is that nearly done yet? Scanning 81%. Hopefully there's more anomalies there that we can use. Oops. I had to get more goods. Now, I think the other building that we did get from the start was a fuel depot. Not a fuel depot, sorry. A fuel extractor, was it? Or fuel refinery? Yeah, it consumes 5 power and 1 water. So we're going to need more power if we're going to have it over here, but this is where it needs anyway, so it needs water and power. So let's see if we can get another wind turbine set up, and we want it connected to the same thing. And then we're going to need water as well, so let's then go and look for the fuel refinery. And we'll need to supply it... We need water, aren't we? So we're going to probably put an output from that through here. So this is probably the spot for it. Yeah, let's put it there for now. And I think we already have that. That's what we were given. That will then let us refuel the rocket.
Sector scanned. Anomaly found.
Okay, great. Thank you, computer. We can send the rocket back once it's refueled. It's going to need 100 fuel. Up goes our fuel refinery. And where is the intersection of power... water pipes. So just there to there. Life support pipes. That should connect that to this tower. And hopefully we've got enough materials. They just need metals. Okay, looks like we have enough for those. Let's increase the speed a little bit. Get them going. Good. Space does actually pause, just like in RimWorld. Very good. Building's not working. What's not working is this, because it's not got any power yet. Any water yet, I should say. Does it have power? Yes, it does. So there's a little connection there. And do you have water? Alright, so how much fuel? Daily production is 12. Okay. Do we need some kind of fuel pipes, or is that just going to output into a buffer? It looks like a buffer, because there's a little sort of canisters building up there. And presumably our drones will pick that up and take it to our ship. Oh, where are you going? You going to our ship? You are. Good. Okay, so our ship is 1 of 100. That's going to take a while, but we have a factory now going. So we have a water production area with enough power. Although maybe I should put another accumulator down. What does the accumulator take? Accumulator is... we've got 8 polymers. I think I'm going to put one down and we'll... Hopefully, we're going to have these 2 separate power systems. Over here, we've got 2 solar panels and a wind turbine. And this sensor tower is up. And continuing concrete. I actually quite like it. It seems to be in sort of strip mining the ground of concrete. So I actually quite like that. That's quite a good effect. So presumably over time that's going to embed itself into the ground, or at least there's going to be a big hole there. You are now powered up. So let's see. Auto saving. Let's see. Do we have any more anomalies? We do. So if we zoom in here, we can send it out to here. What I would like to be able to do is hold shift and then click on the next one to give it a queue. I'm not aware of that, at least not by shift. It may be by another modify key, and that will be very useful. But I think we've done pretty much enough for the first episode. We've got our concrete production going, we've got our accumulator there, we've got water production going, and we're starting to refuel the ship. Hopefully you enjoyed this episode. If you have any comments, or if you've played this yourself, and you've seen I've done something incredibly wrong, please do let me know in the comments. Otherwise, feel free to... Oh, there's
anomaly found.
I really need to turn that volume down. Ooh, actually, there's the meteors. Oh, this isn't good. Please don't be anywhere near our buildings. And is that a dust devil? That is a dust devil. Okay.
Anomaly analyzed.
Great. So I think we'll leave it there. It's not a cliffhanger, you know. It's not like RimWorld, but we've got a good start. And feel free to subscribe and share if you haven't or if you want to, and let me know. Thanks a lot for watching, as always, and I'll see you next time.